Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops. We talking about San Antonio Spurs, y'all. Finally, y'all, after 5 games, we got a win against the Mavs. It wasn't the prettiest win because they almost gave it away, but I will take it, ladies and gentlemen. I will take it, man. We needed that win more than Gotham City's villains need medics. We needed that win more than deadbeat dads need tissue. We needed that win more than J. Jonah Jameson needed that laugh in Spider-Man 3.
Could you pay me in advance?
Man, y'all get what I'm trying to say. We need that win badly. But before I jump too deep into it, if you like my content, please sub to the channel. Alright guys, I'm not going to keep you long tonight. Just wanted to make a quick video on this win that we needed desperately, my friends. And I got to tell you, man, you got to tip your hat to your boy DeRozan. DeRozan played like an all-star tonight. He played like a finisher tonight. 33 points, 8 assists, shooting 52% from the field. He only took 1 3 and he missed it, but hey, he's not a 3-point shooter, so I'm not being picky tonight. And of course, he had the dagger at the end of the game with 0.5 seconds left, hit the mid-range jumper. He did what all-stars do. He closed for this team, and we desperately needed this win. Desperately, okay? And he had 33 points. He could have easily had 40. And the game probably shouldn't have been as close as it was because they did miss a whole lot of calls, man. He was getting popped at the hole a lot. You get what I'm saying? Getting popped at the rim a lot. A lot of no calls tonight in favor of the Mavs. With that being said, they still shouldn't have let the game be this close, man. Had my blood pressure rising. I'm like, these guys better not give this game away, which they didn't. I was happy to see that DeRozan did step up and close the game. And the Spurs ended with a solid defensive effort at the end of the game as well, which, you know, I'm gonna give them props, but it was only 0.5. But you know, if you're a Spurs fan and you've been a Spurs fan for a long time, that 0.4 haunts you. Even Sean brought it up. Even Sean Elliott brought it up, man. It was just like, it haunts you. So 0.5 was more than enough time. So I was happy to see the Spurs actually get a freaking stop, because they kind of, you know, were giving up some offensive rebounds towards the end that could have cost us the game. So shout out to DeRozan for stepping up and giving us that win. And this is huge for him because there's been a lot of talk in Spurs Nation about him not being the all-star, and him not being the closer, and him not being a piece that we need moving forward. So hopefully this game, and if he can string a few more games to this, will shut that talk up. I have to admit, personally, I've been questioning him. I'm not trying to be too hard on him because the Spurs as a team has so many holes, but I was starting to question him a little bit. So it was good to see him get this win. Another aspect of the game that you know your boy is going to bring up is my boy Murray. My boy Murray with the 25 points, the 5 assists, the 4 rebounds, and the 4 steals, man. Shooting great from the field. Did a hell of a good job the first half to keep the Spurs in the game when it looked like he was getting away a little bit. So shout out to my boy Murray. He is definitely has improved, man. I loved how he was shooting 11 from 18 from the field, I believe. Very good percentage for a player like himself. You know, he was able to hit some threes, some timely threes. He was able to, you know, get into the paint like he usually has. That mid-range jumper off the screen and roll is absolute butter, baby. So I was happy to see him hooping tonight. Happy to see him playing well tonight, and it was awesome. Now, one thing I would say, you know, and I don't want to complain in a win, was the whole Popovich rotation thing, man. His rotations were kind of irritating me tonight. DeRozan had it going, Murray had it going, and he was just pulled them out the game. Like, he is so hell-bent at sticking to his rotations. Like, Popovich has always been like that, man. I honestly, and I'm not making this up, I honestly remember as a kid watching David Robinson going off, and Popovich will pull him out the game. I don't know what that is. I wish somebody would ask him about that, because he is very particular about his rotations. Like, if a player has a rhythm, if a player has a hot hand, keep them in the game, especially these players 24, 25, 23 years old. Come on, man, keep them in the game. But he will pull them. Even with DeRozan being like 31, he can handle a few extra minutes, Pop. Keep them out there when they have the hot hand. Another player that came to play tonight was Lonnie Walker, man. He had probably the dunk of the year, at least for the Spurs. That jam was amazing. And I will show the clip right now, but I don't want to get that copyright strike. So you just have to look it up on YouTube, man. But it was one hell of a dunk, man. And it wasn't just that, man. His energy to the basket, his shooting off the screen and roll, it was excellent, and it was very timely. So I was happy with the Spurs performance tonight. Defensively, they still had some issues, but they shot a lot better from three, a lot better from the field. And I think it has a lot to do with Lonnie Walker, man. Lonnie Walker just being a three-point threat really helped this team, okay? Even Patty Mills made a couple timely threes tonight. So that three ball is very important. And, you know, just moving forward with this team, you know, obviously this year won't be our year regardless of what happens with the playoffs. But I hope Popovich and the Spurs organization, you know, make a effort to increase the three-point capabilities of this squad. You get what I'm saying? The game has changed. We're lights out at mid-range, but we have to extend that range because other teams are shooting threes, and that's why the Mavs are able to kind of like cut into our lead, because they're shooting threes at a higher rate, and then we're hitting twos. Now, we did pretty good tonight, but that's usually not the norm for this squad, man. So Lonnie Walker has definitely been missed. I was happy to see him back. His presence definitely was felt. Man. I think he had 15 points tonight, 13 or 15 points tonight. Let me know in the comments. But he did his thing, man. So I'm just happy that the Spurs got a win. They needed a win. They needed to get that monkey off their back. And I'm just happy to get the W, okay? Short one today, guys. Check out the other videos on the channel. Thank you for kicking it with me, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.